south of the Straits, 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 south of the south of the Straits, 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 south of the Straits,
I unmuted us, Mike.
south of the Straits, 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 south of the Straits.
So we're back.
South of the Straits,
This is,
south of the
New
Straits,
Year, Dan.
south of the Straits, 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 south of the Straits,
been a long time coming, really.
South of the Straits, 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 south of the Straits,
not been doing anything that we should have been doing.
South of the Straits,
I don't know.
south of the Straits,
How long-
south of the Straits,
everything
south of the Straits.
Well, I mean, as far as like being on the podcast,
everything.
staying on top of it, I mean, we haven't been. I don't know. We've been slacking. Let me see if I can.
You think we've been slacking? I think we still come here every fucking week.
That is true. Yeah, we have been.
We are still here.
We're still coming here like every week, but I mean, at the same time, in the same event, I mean, I think that we are. We've been. I don't know. You have no idea the nightmare that we've been going through. It's been a
fucking. We come here every week, and then something happens with our equipment. something happens with our shit, it fucks up.
Yeah.
And like, if you guys could only see the setup we have tonight that we're making this happen with.
We have gone full fucking DIY on this shit, dude. I mean, we are going to be chatting with.
It's insanity.
I always want to show them, you know. Like,
I mean, a lot of work to get done still behind the scenes. Like
we've got the word "the" on the bottom of the screen the entire time.
The.
What is it?
The space. That's what it should be.
It's kind of. I think it's fallen down a little bit.
I've moved
as times passed.
Kind of. I don't know.
Oh, you moved the camera.
Yeah, I did move the camera a little bit because I don't know. I was fucking with it. You know, I've been fucking with shit all the damn time, and I think maybe that's one of the problems.
Should we move the camera down a little bit?
No, I mean, I think it's. I think the camera's. Well, I mean, I could. You want me to? Okay, I could do that. I'll get it. Okay.
Nate's gonna get it here. Don't worry. Here, look. This is it. This is it. You guys give us some feedback. You know, tell us what you think. Yeah, that looks good right there, huh? That feels good, Ski. Ski, this, ski, that. Speaking of ski, we could all go skiing now with the
fucking snow, dude. Holy shit! I have
a lot of snow the last couple days, huh?
I have I've snow blown 3 times in the past 2 days.
Have you?
Yeah. Get up on that mic.
You know what I did? I shoveled.
You shoveled?
I just shoveled it, man.
Oh yeah, because you get the little tiny driveway. You don't got.
It's not that big, but then someone from my work goes by and just like.
You got a nice
plow.
and easy.
I like shovel everything to the end of my driveway, then it gets like hit into a snowplow.
Yeah. See, for me, I've got the long driveway that I snowblow, and then I've got the snowplow guy that comes by at about
county guy.
Yeah, right after I get done doing the end of my driveway every single time. Just he's got that on lock, dude. He's like he's always ready to fuck my day up.
Maybe you should just adjust your times for when that.
Well, I know it's because I do. Like I'm like sitting there doing it, and I'm watching. You know, like I'm that guy that's sitting here watching out my window and stuff.
What's their schedule?
I've gotten to that fucking point in my life, you know, like I'm that guy that's staring out the fucking window, you know, like just wondering, like, man, where's that?
Now he's gonna be coming by.
When's the best time?
And then you can figure out his route, so you know when the best time to plow. Let him go by,
right?
And then you can just go ahead and plow all that shit out of the way.
That's what I try to do. I try to like time it all out, but I don't do it properly because. But this morning, okay, so the guy's driving by, and I'm at the end of my driveway, and I'm just about finishing up, and I see him coming through, dude, and I gave him like that look, you know, just that stink eye, just like I just like I'm sitting there plowing, and I just stopped, and I just kind of looked at him, and he fucking slowed right down. And then just kind of dumped that stuff right on the very edge, so it didn't go flying into my driveway.
Right, yeah.
Gave him the old Northern Michigan nod.
Works,
you know,
works.
Yep.
He's like,
boy.
Hey, at least I caught you out here while you got your machine running. Now.
Right.
So now you can at least pick it. I mean, what happens when you put your machine away? Everything's done. Then he drives by.
Oh yeah. And then I feel like my dad at that point.
Then you're losing it.
Yeah. I'm pissed off at the world and
it's a lot of work on us guys out there.
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy being cheesy, you know. Anybody who's tuning in tonight, you can also drop us a live chat. We can you can always start tuning in or talking to us. We will respond to you as quickly and promptly as fast and instantly as possible. We're not AI, but we do offer AI music videos. If anybody's looking for an AI music video, dude, fucking hit me up because that's the thing right now, man. Like I've gotten quite a few of them. I got a new one that I'm working on right now.
Wow.
Jay Hawkins from the Jay Hawkins band here in Travers. Yeah. It's I'm working on one for them and.
Is there a hawk in there?
No,
you got a hawk inside
hawk.
the video?
There's no hawk. There's no hawking. I don't
You're
know.
talking about Hawkins, bro. You need
it's his name. It's not.
You should have typed that into AI to
the
see
name
what
of
it
the
would have
band.
produced if you pressed in Hawkins.
The Jay Hawkins band? Is that
Jay
what it
Hawkins. Put that in there and it'll be like, like a
look
Jay
this
Hawk. They'll come
what
up
did I
with a
just
Jay
do?
Hawk. You know what I mean?
Oh, I just hit print. I don't have a print. What the fuck? Jay Hawkins band. Tonight, actually, we're going to, speaking of bands, we're supposed to be talking about bands and all that
talk
stuff. We're
about
going to be
bands.
chatting with William Patrick of, you may have remembered him from the band We the Infamous. Remember the We the Infamous
I
band?
remember that.
Yep. We're going to check out some of their music, actually, a little bit of the We the Infamous to give you a reminder of what he sounds like and stuff. But I'll tell you this right now, dude. William shared it with me already, and I cannot share it with any of the other folks in the public right now. Maybe Dan will let you listen to it at some point off the air.
Yeah.
But
I want to hear it.
Yeah. The new stuff from William Patrick and the Smoke. Nothing at all like the days of We the Infamous. I'll tell you that, man. This is like a whole new level of the band, and I think he's kind of reconfigured the band too. I do believe. I know he was hanging out with Amir from Amir Capehart from the band. These guys.
Hey, Nate, maybe he doesn't even want you to mention the name of the old band. Forget that old band. That's all I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, we still got it, buddy.
Forget that old band. We don't even want to hear those songs. They're gone forever. What if they want to remix one of those songs and make it new for their new band, but now people remember the old band too much?
Yeah. Well,
keep reminding them,
I'll
man.
tell you this, though, okay? So William has been working alongside Andy Reid, and you may have heard of the Andy Reid recording.
Yeah.
Andy Reid was also a part of the Verve Pipe, okay? Big band back in the 90s, the Freshmen and all that stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I remember that scene back then.
Yeah. So he's in the local Michigan area, and he's actually doing some recording. He set up a recording studio, helping out the other Michigan bands out there. What am I holding on to here? This piece of fucking trash. So we're gonna chat with William about what the experience has been like with working with somebody like who's at Andy's level, who's been in the music industry for basically. Our whole lives, dude, if you think about it, back to the 90s, we grew up.
When our lives actually mattered.
Right, yeah. Oh, dude.
Once we started becoming, conscious of, music.
Did you see that one guy that your brother, I think, shared a band, or a guy who's like 1996 is the name of the song? No. Dude, we got to review that music video. I think maybe you shared it with me. Maybe was it you? I don't know.
Maybe I did.
It was but this guy, the dude's got a really killer fucking voice. He's like a strumming and stuff like that.
Yeah. Dude, I watched so many videos and so much music stuff that I'd have to see it, and then he'd go, "Oh yeah, I seen that one."
Yeah.
I sent that to you.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I find stuff and I send it when I see it.
And
that's cool. It's worth it.
Andy Reid, currently in Bay City. That's where he's at. That's the location that you can find Reid Recording Company. Established 2006. That's what their Facebook says. If you ever want to,
Cool. Look, there's a picture of them.
You don't even got to go to their Facebook now. I told you what their fucking logo is. No, you still got to go over there. You got to check it out. You got to contact them, especially in the over there in the Bay City area, man. It's what do they call that? The Tri-Cities.
Big shit there.
Something
like that. Is that what it's called?
What, Bay City?
Bay City and then
Is it the
Saginaw,
Tri-City?
right?
Yeah,
It's
Bay City, Saginaw, and
there's a river
Flint.
going between them.
Yeah, Bay City, Saginaw.
yeah.
That's
All
the
right, that
Tri-Cities,
makes sense.
like that Tri-County area.
Tri-County area.
Oh, look at it. He shared it too. So yeah, we're going to be chatting with William here in just a bit. Obviously, before the big football game, because we got this. You get to get the football game now. You saw the Lions out there taking on.
What is this voice?
I don't know.
When you start talking football, that's what comes out of you.
Yeah, I start going to like the Bears. You start talking like, hey man, you watch the football game. You talk like you start talking like Bill Burr out of nowhere. You never do that.
Oh
God!
You're missing that up with your Bears.
God! No.
You're taking away the Chicago accent there. You got to be doing that, not whatever it is you're doing.
I don't know. I think Bill Burr, wherever the fuck Bill Burr's from. For some reason, I go into Bill Burr mode. I get all whiny, and I'm like, did you watch any of the football? Oh God, it was so great.
Football's popping. Everyone talks about it.
The Lions, they got these big drones up in the air right now, flying around to make the big lion. Have you seen
Holy
that?
shit, that's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
No, I haven't seen it. You know why? Because I don't really follow football and sports. Shame on me. Everyone at my work
I've been into
does.
it lately.
Everyone's talking about it. I wish I was into it. I don't know. I just don't have. I don't have the spirit of that. You know, like I don't know. Sports have never like. I'll play a sport. I think that's fun.
Would you play football?
I'd play probably baseball or basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would play football, but I mean I respect anyone that does it. It's a hard sport to
respect
play,
them.
you know. But I don't know all the rules, and I can't enjoy it like everyone does.
Sporty man.
You know, but I'm just not. Too
No, I
into
know.
it. But everyone's
I
into
wasn't
it.
for years either. I seriously. I mean, before my fiance, I think it's the boys. You know, like hanging out with the
They're
kids and
watching
stuff.
the games. They're telling you.
They
what's
watch
supposed
the
to happen.
football, and then Logan, he got me into the every single year we get the we have to do the March Madness. We do the March Madness thing, and you know I got to fill out my brackets here pretty soon. I know that's coming around the next month or the month.
Oh, is that like fantasy football or something?
I
no,
mean, yeah,
that's
something.
It's not fantasy football. It's real football.
It's real. It's the basketball is what that is.
Bam, b-ball.
Yeah, you got some
See,
b-ball
I'm just
going
not
on.
a huge sports watcher.
You should watch it. You should.
I should
yeah.
get into it, huh? Like with all the boys.
With all the homeboys. That's right, man.
No, like everyone at work, all the guys, they're
Yeah,
sitting
start
around talking
betting.
about who's going to do this, that. They're betting against each other and they're just throwing out all these stats. Oh, well, you got Goff now.
So wait a minute
we're
now.
gonna see
Okay,
what
so
happens with Goff.
you're hanging out with that. Like, tell me what else has been going on in your world. You know, like, because I haven't. We barely shoot the shit anymore, Dan and I. We're never even talking hardly at all. What
don't know, man.
what TV shows? Okay, what TV show have you been watching lately? Have you been had any?
I don't watch TV shows.
You don't watch any TVs?
No, you know what
No?
I watch? I watch YouTube or something.
Right. Have you seen the Natalie
But
Grace
you know what
thing?
I've been watching a lot lately? On the YouTubes, because I can see all the episodes and
Fishing?
shit. No.
The Trumpster? Or no? You're talking about? Oh wait, no. Who's this? God, I don't know who that is. Fuck.
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, Gordon fucking Ramsay. Oh, fuck. Shit, fuck. Oh, God.
I've been watching this
You
Hotel
fucking
Hell
haven't
show.
told me of this. Oh, you've been watching the
It's from
Ramsays.
like 2013.
Yeah,
or
they're
something.
old as fuck, man. Old as
And dude,
fuck.
I'm just loving the hell. I never knew it. I never saw the shows
Right,
before when they
right,
were on TV.
right.
I didn't know.
Right.
So I'm just finding it now, and I'm laughing my ass off. And
Forgot, I just got into my,
that guy's got an abundance of material on the internet, man. Fucking Gordon Ramsay's had like several shows.
You ever watched Gordon
You don't
Ramsay?
get it. You
Try
don't
to
fucking-
explain what's going on, and he never looks at the fucking camera. Never once is he, paying attention.
If you had a good British accent, you might be able to pull
Ah,
off it.
fuck, it's raw. It's fucking raw, you fucking cockamamie cockball.
Yeah, no, the Hotel Hell thing is fucking hilarious. So that's what. No, you want to know what's going on with me? I go.
You've
to
been
work.
watching that?
No, I don't
You go
watch.
to work.
I mean,
you
if
go
I
to work.
watch
What
something-
you work from like 3 a.m. like I do until
I like to get up early and get to work.
I get up at 2.
Look at everything that's been done the day before, because I can. What happens is I'll get up, I'll come look at everything that I asked to get done from the day before,
Yeah.
and then I'll work on some stuff that I'm working on,
Mm-hmm.
and and then once I get done for the day, I get because I'll get out before everybody else,
Right.
and I could delegate out some things to be done for that I can see when I get there in the morning, like make sure you get this done.
Right.
Get all this done.
So
Then
you-
I get
you
there and I'm
oversee,
what
you
the fuck?
parent the
And
entire-
So now I can finish up anything. That
Is that
didn't
your
get
job
done,
though? Like,
and
are you supposed to parent the whole thing, or
Well, I mean,
does it
not,
just make it easier? Like you know that if you do
I'm
that, it's
the
going to make
project
shit easier.
superintendent for that.
Okay, so that is your
thing.
job to do that.
So like I have to make sure all these jobs get done, these paint jobs.
Right.
So I got to just make sure that we're on task with everything that's getting done throughout the steps.
See, that's
of the
I
job.
wish I had that job.
And I work the
I just do
paint, and I
this shit
paint, and I
for the
work hard.
overtime.
No, it's not. That's not all I do. I'm the one doing a lot of the work, most of it.
Right. Well, I mean, you're the one, like I said, you're parenting the entire fucking
Well, that's
area.
just part of the gig, you know. You just got to make sure that all this, like, there's a laid out step-by-step process of every job that's got to get done. There's a critical path that you have to follow.
Right.
This has to be done before this, and then before
Of course,
that.
right.
Like, you can't
You have
wipe
to do
your
it in the
ass before you
process
shit,
that
you know
is
what I mean?
available, right.
So
if you're
you
tuning
gotta-
in right now, we're discussing how to work.
Yeah, I'm breaking down my work life.
Yeah.
I do critical path.
William
you know,
Patrick and the Smoke coming on soon.
I step by step my day, and I set goals. I reach the goal. I go smoke a cigarette. I come back, reach
Come back
another
in,
goal.
reach another goal, goal,
set little
goal,
goals.
cigarette, goal, cigarette, goal,
Sure,
cigarette. Like that's the daily
Drink a
routine.
coffee, maybe. I don't know.
I got you. Yeah, no,
So,
that's same with me.
it's
I
a
mean,
lot of work, though.
I do the same thing. I wait. I get
gotta
up
pace
about
yourself.
2 a.m. And then I kind of get the entire digital room all rolling. I get every press turned on, and I do all the check and cleans on every single press, and then I start to check on what are the jobs that are going today. You know, like what's
What
our
are we gonna accomplish today?
our priority jobs for today, because because we know that we're going to be getting a lot more jobs during the day that we have to put down, and it just keeps on going on this fucking vicious cycle. So, I figured getting in there at 3 a.m., get a little bit of OT, as well as able to get everything rolling for the entire day, helping the entire crew. But it's not my job. I shouldn't be fucking doing that. I don't, all that stuff by me going in there for that overtime and stuff, to get that,
You getting some overtime. So
I'm
you
getting
have to
some
create
overtime, but
something to do.
Yeah, well,
and so you're like,
yeah.
well, I'll just take up this portion of the responsibilities, check on everything, so that buys me more extra time that I need anyway.
For
So
the most part.
reward
I mean,
is
it's
like overtime, time and a half. That's
for the
a
most
reward.
part, yeah, it is. I mean, in a
It's a pay
sense, yeah.
increase.
In the long run, yeah. After 40 hours, I get paid what I'm worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do that throughout the whole 40 hours too, the whole time.
Right.
But at the end of the week, it paid off to do that.
Right. But you
You
have
don't
to
start getting overtime until like Thursday.
break your fucking body by the
Friday.
end of the week. Yeah. And you start
what I
getting
mean?
everything.
But
all right.
that's what I do. and
There's
then,
our day.
I come home.
But no, TV shows. So I've been watching this Natalie Grace. Have you heard about this Ukrainian girl, Natalia Grace?
I've heard.
Who?
I've seen a couple videos. I know the gist of it.
Okay,
I'm not like way into it.
Okay, you got to watch that. That is the most fucked up story that I've seen yet. Next to the Ruby Frank thing, that is.
It was a girl that was like, her mom told her she was sick her whole life. She went through.
That was the other one. That was the one we were talking about last week.
Oh yeah, okay.
The week before.
No, what's the other? What's this one?
This one is about this little dwarf girl who came over from the Ukraine, who had been adopted by these this family,
People,
these
and they
the
found out
Barnetts.
she was like 30.
Well, right.
She
Well, that's
claimed to be like 13.
that's what we're talking about now. Like we're discovering some more of the situation, some of the dark things that were
that's an
actually going on.
That's
And-
an older story, though.
Yeah, but it's still like in trial.
New
Like
things have
there's
come to
still
light.
things that are going on today. Like some of the interviews are like 2022. So for the recent interviews that have,
kidding.
yeah, there's still shit that's happening with a lot of
don't
these
know
old
about any of the
stories
new
we all
shit.
forgot about. But. Yeah, it's
nothing about the
it's
new shit,
occurring.
bro.
Also, another cool thing that I discovered this week, Dan.
What's that?
You can play video games on Internet Archive.
Oh,
It's
wow.
but it's like an old school. Let me show you real quick. Hold on.
Like a generator of some kind?
No, it's like old school video games. You can download old school video games on there, and actually
Yeah, I think I know about this.
have you heard about it?
about it
Okay,
before,
never mind.
yeah.
Then fuck it. We're not going to talk about that. Then.
We can. I'm not saying don't just because I heard about it. They haven't heard about it.
Let me see if it pops up. The arcade is the.
So you can download old school games, right? Any game, right?
Yeah. You can download all these different games available on
Dude, we
the
have every old school
But
game.
that's what I was thinking about too. Like we got nowadays you can get like those Raspberry Pis and just have a fucking shit ton of video games anyways. So what's
Why
the
don't
point
we
of-
take our Raspberry Pi and then download the files onto the internet on a little website where people can download all the games and play them off our Raspberry Pi, and we charge like 25 cents a game or something.
That's a little.
And we could make
sinister.
some money off it.
I mean, I guess we could.
That's what we need to do, Nate.
Okay, so we are going to be chatting with William Patrick from William Patrick and the Smoke. But you may have, like we were talking about earlier, he was in a band called what?
Maybe they don't want the old name of the old band even mentioned.
What? We the Infamous? You can't forget
you
this
fucking
stuff.
said it.
You can't forget this stuff. I mean, it was a great band.
They
It
would
was a
hope
great
you did
thing.
forget about it, so this new shit
Well,
shines.
no. Let me tell you
I
something.
might be
I'm telling
wrong. I
people
might be.
this right now. Like what you're going to be hearing is that this is nothing compared to the new stuff. That, like Dan, and I'm going to show you too. I'm going to let you listen to some of the old stuff, some of the new
old
stuff. Yeah, I'm
and
going to
then
let
some of
you
the new
listen to
stuff.
it off the air. Okay,
Right.
we're going to listen. We're going to go have a smoke real quick. We're going to listen to
Oh.
this new stuff. And what?
No, I'm down. We're gonna have a smoke.
What?
Let's do this
The
shit.
fuck? Okay,
Dude,
so
stop getting off task with just like me saying some little quirky like, ooh, and then it bothered you so bad you got 15 words down the road and then stopped and came back to it. Stop, dude. That ADD shit ain't no good.
It's terrible.
Just fucking push through, man. Press on.
press do it.
Don't worry about me, man. I'm on board.
We the Infamous.
yeah.
Okay, look at it. I'm looking at the fucking thing right here. William
I see.
Patrick is tuning in right there. We got him on, and he said it's cool, man. So he said they walked so we can run. You know, like
All right, yeah.
that's
That's what I
kind of the
hope
way
the
that it is. You
attitude
know, I
is.
mean that's kind of the way that it rolls.
Yeah, well, sometimes people aren't like that. Not
It's
everyone's
still
like
a great
that.
memory,
They're like,
though.
"Oh,
I mean,
really
it's
wanna-
like he
guys, don't
he
bring
was
up
the
name
lead
of old
singer of the
because we're a
band.
new
And,
thing now. We got a whole new thing going, and we don't want no one. We just kind of want to forget about that. It never worked out.
that
but this
doesn't
new
work
thing-
like that.
but
Nothing
some
works
people
that
do
way.
act that
It's like
way
you're on
about
the
it.
internet at that point. You know, I mean, this is
Hey,
the internet
I'm not-
world.
I'm
You don't
not-
forget
I'm
that
not saying
shit.
you're
That's
wrong.
still available
I
no
just
matter
want to
what you
respect
had.
what people want. If we're interviewing them and they don't want us to talk about it, I'm gonna respect
Well, it's
that.
the rest of the band that's got a
Won't
problem
talk
with it.
about
It's the rest of the band that's got to have a problem with it because William Patrick was the lead singer of that band, and this is his band right here. You know, so I mean, what the fuck? You know, so that's the rest of the guys. Like he said,
check
they
out
walk
the
so we can
Infamous,
run.
man. That's
They
some
walk
good
so
shit.
we can run. Okay,
Dang,
so
I
here's
like
some of the
that.
old school stuff, man. This is Midnight Run, I do believe, is what the name of the song is. If I can, Midnight Flight. We're gonna check this out real quick, and Dan, like I said, check out some of this this new stuff, man, because the new stuff
see
is
it
fucking
right now.
dizope.
This is a final boarding call for the Air Lingus, flight EI-3012 to Margaret International Airport, Roman Castle Park. All remaining passengers, please proceed immediately to boarding entry A03.
I left my heart in Georgia. Took a midnight flight to LA, yeah. Darling, you know I love you. Yeah. But I just can't stay, See my name in lights on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Hey, brother. Can you hear me? All right.
Left my heart in Georgia. To the midnight flight.
Yes, sir. I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Yeah. There was now see. Oh, I got it turned up right there too. That was the old school stuff right there
man.
from the man who we are getting ready to talk to. Yeah, let me see if I can pull him up on the microphone. William, are you there?
I am there. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
He's coming through on the other one now.
You know, it's just nonstop.
It's
news
so
surprises
fucking
here in
weird,
the
man.
studio.
It's just like one thing after another. Hold on. Okay, so you can hear me right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hopefully, let me double check our audio on the live stream because man, why am I able to hear you right now? Or why are you able to hear me right? Here he is, everybody. Here's the man in charge of the entire thing there, William Patrick. From the band William Patrick and William Patrick and the Smoke. You may have known him from back in the day. It was Really Infamous that we just got done listening to. But now we have William Patrick and the Smoke. William, can you say hello really quickly? Like I said, I got to check your audio.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hey, I can hear him.
I think it's working properly. Okay.
We're gonna just roll with it.
Go ahead, William. So tell us first and foremost how everything has been since the switch over here, because obviously it's a little bit of a different thing than what you had prior. Now we have is it like what is it that we've got? Do we have like an entire new lineup? What is the Smoke of William Patrick?
Yeah, it's that soul.
So, I got to start at the beginning. So, We the Infamous, we had a rough year last year, and well, 2022. We had a rough 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the beginning of 2023, things just didn't feel like they were supposed to. You know, it felt like a change was in order. And mid 2023, I kind of came to the guys and I was like, I don't think this is working the way it should anymore. I think I'm going to rebrand a little bit, and not all of the guys were enthusiastic about the rebrand.
Right.
So we ended up with a new lineup in William Patrick and the Smoke. So we ended up bringing the rhythm guitarist Amir Azul over to William Patrick and the Smoke, but we've got an entirely new lineup otherwise. On drums from Lori and the Darlings, which is a great band, by the way. Check them out if you haven't. They got a brand new record coming out that is choice.
Nice.
Eric Diego. On bass, he's the left-handed bass player from formerly from Taylor Mountain, and they've got a new record coming out pretty soon that's also awesome. On saxophone, our youngest member, Mr. Eric Gillette, he is 23 years old, and this kid is a musical genius. We snagged him straight out of SVSU. He's a 5th year SVSU student. So we're like, you're gonna come play rock and roll with us.
This is just what you're gonna do from here on, man. Like
this is what you're gonna do.
Trust me.
Yeah.
And on keyboards, we got Mr. Nate Silvermain from the band Dogma. And
Okay, yeah.
I've never seen somebody play an organ the way he does.
Ooh.
And it's just an amazing group of musicians. And we've got some friends that play with us and play with us live as well. We have a violinist. Her name is Christina Elizabeth. And
Violin too. Wow.
pedal steel. And we have a pedal steel guitar player, Mr. Darian Loheen from the Euclid Motel.
Wow, dude. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
wait. I'm trying to wrap myself. How many members of the band do we have now? I'm trying to is that 7 members?
We have 6 official, 7 and 8 in the wings.
Wow, dude. Well, it's
Well,
like
I mean,
Slipknot,
everyone-
but in
I
like
did hear some of the new
bluesy fucking rock. You know.
I heard some of the new stuff that Nate was playing me out there, and I mean, everybody sounds pretty professional very professional, and the recording sounds great. I mean, that's all you can ask for, is to be able to have good musicians and have good recording.
Totally.
sessions.
Yeah.
And it sounds good, and the soul sound is there, and everything's still there, if you ask me.
This new band is not like the old band in that we were a blues rock band.
Okay.
This
yeah.
band is a pop band, but pop in the sense rock top 40 pop. And we so you listen to some of the new stuff, and unfortunately we can't play it on air yet because it hasn't been. But this first batch of tunes that we've recorded, we had the most amazing time recording with Mr. Andy Reid.
Yeah. Tell us about that. Tell us more about the that experience. Andy coming from the band Verve Pipe from back in the. I mean, Dan, sing it with me. Sing it. We were merely freshmen. Remember when that was? Yeah.
Andy came after the freshman era, but
okay, gotcha.
was a member of the Verve Pipe, nonetheless, and actually just produced and recorded their new album, which I hear is going to be amazing. But Andy Reid has 1,000 records under his belt. And it was just the most amazing organic experience. Like it's important for musicians to go into the studio and not be married to anything as far as ideas go, because the studio is such a different environment than the stage. And something that all the bands that I've been in throughout the years kind of prided themselves on is we were live musicians, right? Like we could roll with the punches live better than anybody, but we weren't always the best studio band. And part of that is ego. I'll admit that I for a long time I was very hard-headed when it came to the studio. I would have a vision or an idea, and that would be the gospel, right? Like I didn't want to veer off of that. Whereas going into the studio with someone like Andy Reid, he's got such a producer mind as well as being a musician, and his ideas were spur of the moment, but they were genius, and he made recording so much fun. Sometimes it's hard to have fun in the studio. It's hard to have fun in the recording studio because like the pressure's on, right? Once this goes on tape, it's forever, right?
Right. Oh yeah.
With him, all of that pressure disappeared, and it was the most relaxed and fun and enthusiastic recording experience that I personally have ever had. And I've recorded in big major studios and small home studios. Like the Midnight Flight that you played earlier, that was the first song that I ever put out as my own project, right? Mm-hmm. And that was recorded in a home studio. But from then on, I went on to record in bigger and more expensive and more lavish studios. and then to come back to somebody like Andy Reid, that was a small home basement studio, and it just sounded like it was recorded in a church hall, just absolutely gigantic, was such an experience. And the caliber of musicians in the band really made the experience just the cherry on top. We recorded 2 songs in 2 5-hour days.
Wow.
That's unheard of.
Well, you know, it's like,
That doesn't
you know, at one point in time, it was expensive to record in the studios because it wasn't digital yet. Now with the digital files and being able to do and having the leniency of that, and then, but you know, it also costs for studio time and using someone's time. But when there's somebody that's enthusiastic about your music just as much as you, and is willing to put in that time and say, just relax. We can do this 1,000,000 times till it's
Right.
You can chill back and direct the song. A producer that actually directs how maybe say it like this, you know, and give you inspiration to want to do it.
Right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
what a producer's
It
supposed to
changes the
do
whole
right there.
experience.
That's
Of course,
exactly what
you know,
a producer is
and
supposed to do.
it's a difference between a real professional and someone that's just doing it to try to make money or something. you know,
Right,
but
yeah.
Somebody that can really connect. And like you were saying, it's got to be able to translate on stage as well. It's like you have to transcend. So like you have to be in the studio saying the whole time in your head going, I know this is going to fucking sound awesome on stage because I'm a stage performer. I'm a live performer.
Right.
So it's got to translate from studio to live performances as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knocking that whole aspect down, that's a mega mind fuck too.
Yeah.
But if you have
And
somebody
the
that
big
can
thing
bring
is, and the big thing is for live musicians especially, and I know this goes for me. I can't speak for every musician, but I know this goes for me especially. When I write a song, I don't write a song for the studio. I write a song to be performed, to be played live, right?
Yeah.
Whereas when you go into the studio to record the song that you wrote to be played live, you have to pick it apart and tear it down to its atomic form, its molecular state as a song. And Andy did that. He took the vision that I had and gave it life, breathed life into it. And what was beautiful about that was I didn't have to tell him what the vision was. He heard the songs as demos and instantly knew what it needed, what had to happen, and in 2 5-hour recording sessions brought them to life.
Nice. So to say the least, you're probably going back there to finish the album.
Oh, Mr. Reed's going to do the rest of our record.
Of course, because he shares the passion of the music with you. He sees what it could be, and so he's inspired to want to do his best job.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely,
someone that immerses
absolutely.
themselves in their work. Of course, someone gets paid for their work.
Right.
But, you know, you could work at a machine shop that's just pumping out all kinds of jewelry, or then you have a jeweler that's sitting at his bench creating something.
Carving
with
this
passion.
thing into-
They're
into-
both
into
making money
something,
off
yeah.
of it or something, you know, but this person is actually immersed herself into it.
Right.
And it's an art.
Yeah.
And
Producing is an art.
he's got thousands of records under his belt. So we all as musicians, we all say it takes 10,000 hours to perfect, to become a master,
To be the
right?
pro.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
To be a professional level
That's right.
of your craft. And he's got that 10,000 hours and then some.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you've made 1,000+ records, you're a member of the Recording Academy voting committee. Like, he votes on the Grammys. Like,
I mean, you can't
have
argue
ear
with
for it,
somebody
you know?
who's like, I mean, if you walk in there, like you said, you know, I mean, you had at that one point, you had that ego type of a drive that, I mean, to have somebody like at his caliber, you know, to slap your ego right out of your fucking ears, you know, I mean, that's like
absolutely.
that's a blessing. That's a chance that a lot of people don't get, you know, and that's what you know, you have to take and just be humble and run with
Absolutely.
it, you know, I mean,
and we're better for it. And what's funny is he didn't have to slap the ego out of any of us in this instance. we all
already
came in. We all came in so excited and enthusiastic about making this record that it happened so organically.
Good.
All of the ingredients were there. We just needed to be with the right producer, someone that knew how to bring the vision to life, and he did that.
Yeah.
He did
And
that.
you think about
100.
a guy like Andy, and you know he has to listen to music, and imagine how sometimes probably frustrating it is for him when is an awesome band, and it's like, you fuckers are just doing this.
You're so
wrong.
close. Yeah.
You got such an
For
awesome
sure.
sound and everything, but you're doing all of that shit wrong. You
And
know
when-
what I mean?
and when
So
you're-
it's like
and when
I
you
see
do it-
something and I pounce on it. Fine, I'm gonna fix this shit. You know?
And when you do it 6 days a week, when you're in the studio,
yeah.
6 like him, you hear everything, right? His ears are so trained that the smallest nuance. I'm singing this interview kind of turned into more about Mr. Andy Reid.
I was gonna
than it
say,
did
are we gonna
about
jack
us.
off
No, it's
Andy
awesome.
anymore? I mean, shit.
Yeah, look, I'm going to
I
sing
think
the
it's a
man's
part of the
praises.
It's a part of the experience of him coming to this new rebranding, everything. That's what we're talking about, and I think that Andy Reid's got a big part of this rebranding.
Definitely,
the new
definitely.
soul
Absolutely.
of this band. A lot of it is accredited to the guy, so let's give
sure.
him his credit where it's due. For sure, we need to
Absolutely.
talk about this.
But you know what? Yeah, let's get off of Andy's dick for a second, and we'll
For
talk.
sure. Andy, we love you, buddy.
Thanks, Andy.
Let's talk about now, William Patrick and the Smoke, the band. You guys got some gigs that are getting lined up. I mean, obviously, I remember you guys from the Oscoda RockFest when it was, We the Infamous. But then last year, I think it was, William Patrick and the Smoke came aboard. So
That was our live debut. Yeah.
yeah. And since then, what has it been like? And what do we have coming up in 2024?
We did a couple of shows, a couple of little one-offs after Rockfest, and right now we're just kind of focusing on the new music and getting the new music done before we hit the stage.
See, that's it. You know what that is? You live in Michigan, okay? And that's what it is. This is the way that every fucking Michigan musician works. We party during the summer, and then during the winter, it's back to the studio, you know?
It's work time.
I think that they're blessed in that sense, Michigan artists.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
they get to take that hiatus to go
the
work on
hibernation
new
moment.
shit.
Yeah.
It's built into the schedule. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're right.
So then in 2024, are you guys kind of working on some stuff, you say, yeah?
Yeah, so we're not working on playing live nearly as much. Obviously, like if the money is there, if the show is right, we're gonna take a gig. But what we're actually focusing on is sync licensing, and I'm sure that sounds familiar to you guys, but to our viewers that don't know what that is, that's getting music in movies and television. Which is a big step for this band.
That's a brilliant thing.
Huge market. You guys are perfect for that market.
That dude, and I'm telling you this too. Okay, now I was talking to I almost said it, fiance. I was talking to my fiance earlier today.
Good.
Okay.
Good catch.
Thank you. I caught myself. Today is 6 years, actually, too. 6 years today, Dan. It's been 6 years that her and I have been together. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Congratulations, guys.
yeah. But not engaged for 6 years.
No,
It's
we
only
just
been
got engaged just recently. Yeah. Getting married. Hey,
on the show. We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
on the
We did
show.
it live. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. There's people, right? I was when I was in a band, I was sitting there working my ass off, trying so hard to like craft my fucking shit. Like very much like I would almost say that you were saying there, with your ego was driving you. That's what it was for me. Like I just thought that anything I'm writing on paper right now is gonna be fucking gold, and that's just that's not what it is though. Like I had to like take a fucking a nice step back. I got into the radio business and all that stuff, but that was kind of that moment when I was getting into radio that I started to notice that there was people that actually make songs for commercials. You know, like
Right,
this actually is a job. You people fucking
There's
like
a band that's like,
there's
or
a band out
there's a
there
guy
that
with a
does that.
piano
Like,
that writes tunes for
for
commercials.
right, for whatever reason, I never understood what Uncle Jesse was doing. You know, on
Right.
fucking
Full House.
I think
yes,
these
on
guys,
Full House.
I
like,
think these guys would be more like,
click.
you know, some series show on Netflix or something.
The-
That's some intense
video
you know,
games,
yeah,
Netflix.
season
Yeah,
show.
dude. Like,
We're working on trying to get a deal with the NFL and NASCAR,
Well, there you
and
go.
we are currently talking to a production company with Netflix, actually.
no shit.
Yeah, it's,
dude.
once you break into that, and then they have possession of, and they've paid you or whatever for so many songs. You know, who knows where it's really going to end up? Honestly,
And the real big thing is streaming doesn't make money for musicians, right?
No, fuck Daniel
You-
Ek.
Spotify and Apple Music and Tidal and Amazon and the 10,000 streaming services, it doesn't make money for musicians. We can't pay our bills doing that.
No.
We also can't pay our bills touring, and that's for two separate reasons. One, touring has become too expensive. The cost, the daily cost to tour versus the daily profit of touring is tilted in a way that it costs 2 times as much as you make to tour.
right.
So musicians we used to make money off of touring. We used to make money off of merchandise. That's not the case anymore. So now musicians, we have to find alternative ways to make income, right? Every musician I know has a day job, and that's the God's honest truth. I'm actually currently wearing my day job's
There
ball
you go.
cap.
Yeah,
There you go.
How musicians make money in the modern era is through production, through getting their music onto a show.
Yeah.
And I've seen it break bands into the mainstream. I've seen bands go from having a few thousand views on TikTok to getting 10,000 views on TikTok into a commercial that does a 16-week run nationally, to they're then at the Macy's Day Parade, Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Right,
so like the growth potential is there, but it's a lot harder now to make money in this industry. So one of the things that we decided as a band was, if we're going to do this, it needs to be financially viable, right? We can't pour our income into making this happen. It needs to be able to happen on its own through the money that it makes.
Right.
It has to be sustainable. It has to be stable. It has to be self-containing. Like, so we made the decision to start pursuing film and television because we don't have to travel. It doesn't cost us anything other than studio time,
Right.
production and mixing and mastering, which isn't a whole lot when you have the right friends. Mr. Andy Reid, we love you.
Yeah.
So we wanted to push 2024 to make a name for ourselves on an international level through something like a Netflix movie, through Monday Night Football, through FIFA, the video game. Like, that's the aim and that's the goal this year. And we've got a really awesome management team behind us, 313. They just linked up with TikTok as a partner, and I believe they're also working with the World Cup this year.
Damn, dude.
Cool, man.
Right, that's the biggest sporting event on the planet.
Jesus, yeah, that'd be fucking holy shit. That's I mean, how do you get your name any more farther out there at that point?
So we've got a hell of a team working with us and pushing us to new heights, and they're making sure that we're taking the proper steps to build the brand that we want to build.
Right.
It's not just a pie in the sky dream. It's no, this is attainable, but here's the steps. Here's what we have to do.
You know,
So-
Yeah, I want to put it into a perspective, okay? So what you're talking about here is something that I noticed when I was watching a Hulu, okay, watching fucking TV.
Okay, yeah.
And
Nate
you
watches
get your
TV.
ads that are popping on. There was this one fucking cringy-ass song that kept on coming on, and it was like, "Only Want to Dance with You. I only want to dance with you." It was the name of the, I think was what the guy kept on saying. This Napoleon Dynamite-looking dude was on the fucking commercial and all this stuff. They're in a roller rink. This video, I just looked it up, right? It was released last year on February 24th of 2023. This was on Hulu all the time. I just kept on seeing this
Like a
ad.
commercial?
Yeah.
It was an ad.
These guys have 40.2 thousand subscribers now. 781,428 views on that song, on that particular fucking cringy song. You know, like, but it's because of that marketing that they did. They put themselves on TV. And that's the very similar thing that we're doing right here. Like when I started doing a podcast, I was like, fuck it, man. We can make our own gosh damn shit, you know? Like we can make our own show. We can make our own thing that is entertaining for other people to check out, you know? Why not just do it? And that's what bands need to do too, I think. Just like what you're saying there, dude. I mean, World Cup, fuck.
The World Cup, right? And
World Cup, brother, international. You know what I'm saying?
and local musicians will say that, wow, sounds like you sold out. You're a corporate band. You're working for the man.
Sorry,
I'm like,
I wanted to have a good living and earn a living.
and my answer is,
you want to earn a living, you fucking nerd.
Yeah.
my answer is simple. It's like, dude, I don't want to be 40 still eating ramen noodles.
Exactly.
Because I can play the guitar, but like that's all I can do.
Now hold on.
I want to be able to retire.
But
you know,
I still enjoy the occasional ramen noodle. I don't give a fuck. Look at me, right?
Look. I'm all for ramen noodles as a delicacy and as a treat, but I don't want them to be the main source of my nutrition.
I mean, you drop an egg in there, you know, kind of poached egg, a little poached egg in there.
Kind of some carrots, a little parsley.
Oh, man, it's pretty
good
now.
Garlic salt up in my shit with the chicken.
Yeah.
Bam.
There you go.
Okay, but no, we're being facetious. Obviously, we're just fucking with you. Of course, you want to earn a living. Who doesn't want to do that?
That's
no
it.
selling out. If I don't even understand what that.
I've
old,
never
like, that's some old stuff like
that's there you go back to the ego, you know? I mean, that's the ego at that point. What you're doing is you're letting that ego go and you're not fucking dealing with that shit. You want to follow Maslow's goddamn hierarchy of needs, you know? I mean, that's how you get to self-actualization. If you're selling out, oh well, goddamn, I just went up another fucking level, dude. That's not selling out.
To be serious, like that.
That's
whole,
accomplishing goals.
That whole sellout spirit is like, it's like a really punk rock thing, dude. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm still in my mom's basement.
Die hard.
And far be it for me to scoff at it because I was. And my heart of hearts, I am anti-establishment, indie all the way. But
you know the real difference, though. You know between. I don't think that's selling out. I
don't want to starve anymore, you know?
Right.
You know what? Who are you selling out on, honestly? Like the guy that's saying you're selling out sold out on himself. Yeah. Because
they sold out on themselves.
Hard. It's decided to stay die hard and in the gutter and eating fucking dirt every day. I don't care. This is how I'm going to live and going to die. I'll never sell out. And you'll always just be that then, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You
sold out
I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm in my 30s. I got back pain.
Right. Don't sell
I need health insurance.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need it's like a thing now, you know. I mean, before you didn't need health insurance, you know, to survive. Now you need it just to survive every year because otherwise you get charged by the fucking government.
Dude,
you know,
really
like
need to go get.
you gotta do it.
I'm 40. I'm almost 45. I need to go get some appointments, dude, set up. I need to get everything checked. Yeah, colonoscopy, fucking prostate exam, everything. I've avoided it. It hasn't happened yet. I'm heading for it. I got to get it done. What, twice it's happened to you?
Oh, man. Whoa, how did we get birthday party things, Jared? What was
Whoa,
that?
Yeah. Yes.
I
Okay.
don't know what happened.
But yes, we're getting older. We need health insurance. This was just a spin-off from that.
There was birthday flag. Where did
Yeah, I
that
don't
come
know
from?
where the
Where the
birthday
fuck did that
balloons
come
came
from?
from.
Birthday
See the birthday
balloons like
balloons?
popped up on our screen.
I have no idea. I love it. I always have so much fun on
we
this
were talking
podcast.
about a prostate exam.
The prostate exam triggered it.
Dude,
That's
but you
fucked
know
up.
what? It's we're so excited to hear that you're taking the next steps.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you know what?
that's-
You have to blaze a trail for some and hey, look, guys, if you want to keep going in this musician thing, there's a trail that has to be blazed. I've seen people go this direction. I'm going to go this direction now.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me. Follow what I'm doing because
You've got to adapt. You've got to be able to change, and that goes back to the rebrand. Like, things weren't working before, and I want them to work, and this does work.
Right,
This
right.
work. And we have an incredible team behind us, and the musicians, I cannot sing their praises enough. The musicians in this band are next level. I mean, it's funny. I'm the least talented member of the band that bears my name. And I want you guys to think about that for a second.
I mean, that's no, here we go again, back to I mean, that's your humility that is taking over at that point, I mean, you're letting go and you're letting it happen, man. I mean, that's...
No, I would say it's more ego than anything there, Nate.
You think
the
so?
Most least talented guy in the band, and his name's on the fucking title.
I am the top of the marquee.
He's the least talented guy, he's saying.
The least
Which
talented.
we don't believe.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
your
dude,
instrument's the showcased instrument, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
well,
Of
yeah.
course
I
it's
mean,
the name of the band.
I'm marketable because because of past success.
But hey,
that's all it is.
If you have a marketable sound, it's because the band that's with you that's creating the atmosphere for you to be marketable. I mean, that's your people. You have to stick together with them. There is no you without them in that sense when you think about it. If you're marketable at all, it's because they're with you, right?
I've never been in a band that's so good.
That's
When
good.
I watch
That's a good feeling.
guys in rehearsal, the conversations that happen, first of all, happen faster than I can ever comprehend because I'm not that kind of musician, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got orchestral musicians in the band. So the shop talk that happens is that of genius level shit. And here I am, a humble singer songwriter,
right,
with a knack for writing a good hook every now and then, comes in and assembles what I like to call they're the Avengers. They're the musical Avengers because they all bring something to this table that is so vastly different from anybody else in the band, and so vastly different from every other band I've ever seen. Like, our drummer is a jazz drummer.
Nice.
And when I say jazz, I mean like old school Buddy Rich jazz.
Nice, dude. That's cool, dude. That's fucking like some
It's
serious
funny.
snare
It's
snapping,
it's
dude.
like he's like, I know how he feels too. Like, here I am. I'm a guy that can write a good hook every now and then these guys are like, oh, cool, man. And then they start talking about when they read music and there's these different scales and there's like all
Right,
this other
right.
shit, and you're like, oh,
Here he is. He's
I can write a hook.
he's Iron Man standing there eating ramen noodles.
Try that
like
scale on the third.
Just me, just bewildered.
Try that scale 2 steps down and on the F sharp, and he goes, okay, let me. Oh, that sounds real nice.
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe it. You're like, oh, I have no idea.
Our
what the
bass
fuck they're doing.
player, our bass player was a technical death metal bassist
Oh,
or
fuck.
guitarist. I'm sorry, guitarist.
Right.
So one, he can outplay everybody in the band, right?
Right.
He's a better guitar player than all 3 guitar players in the band.
Right. So he's
But
like He's playing the bass like Lemmy over there, you know, like you.
Yeah, technical.
More like Jocko meets Victor Wooten.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice.
He's when it comes to R&B and soul and funk, he's a white boy, but you wouldn't know it if you just listened to him. You'd have to see him to white boy. You wouldn't know it.
I mean, that's why music's transcendent, man. It's perfect.
Absolutely, it spans all of the innocuous things that make us human.
Right.
It is the thing that connects us all.
It's bigger than us.
For sure.
The universe.
Something bigger than us. You know what I mean? You create something that's bigger than all of us, and it brings us all together underneath the umbrella of that.
Every time.
Yeah. Sure. That's what's up. I love that.
Well, William Pat, I almost said your entire name, William. we are getting towards the end of the broadcast for tonight because you know what? There's a big old game. Who do you think is going to be winning tonight? That's what I would like to know. You know, do you think it's going to be Matthew Stafford or is it going to be Jared Goff?
I am praying, fingers and toes crossed, that it's Jared Goff.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. Dan didn't even know what fucking guy I was talking about, what team. He had no clue.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
This guy's so full of shit. I'm not huge into the
I want the Packers to win tonight, and it looks like that's gonna happen. So I think we're in the clear there.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that Detroit sends LA back to Los Angeles in tears.
That's right, man. And you know what? I think that we all say, "Hey, Matt, nice to see you back here. Now get the fuck out of our state
Now
again,
get the
dude."
fuck out of Michigan
Yeah,
and go
get
home.
out.
We're
Get-
not hanging with you no more, dude.
All right, man.
gotta
Well,
go.
William, I can't wait to see the stuff that you guys got coming up here in 2024. I'm going to be watching everything on your Facebook page. Obviously, is the Instagram the big one right now? What are you guys using so much that you want people to check out more?
The Instagram and the TikTok.
Instagram and TikToks. That's what we're going for. Yeah, is it William Patrick and the Smoke?
Right.
Is that what we look for? Or?
Yep, it's on everything.
Okay. William Patrick and the Smoke. And that's not the word and, or it is the word and, right? It's not the symbol for and.
It's the symbol, but on TikTok it's a dot because we couldn't put the ampersand in.
Okay.
See, that's what we needed to know.
There we go.
That's the information we were
That's
looking
the
for
stuff
right there.
everybody wants.
Right.
All right, William. Thank you so much, man. Take care.
Yeah.
We will talk more between now and then. And
Tell
hey,
Andy Reid we say what's up.
yeah, tell Andy we said hello. And if you're looking for an AI music video, man, hit me up too. Let me know if you're.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking to you pretty soon about that.
Yeah, awesome, man. I'm making one right now for the Jay Hawkins band. That is, let's see what I'll give you a little insight into it. Okay, so they did a cover song of the Down Under by Men at Work.
Yeah.
Okay.
They play it regularly, but it's in their own style, right? It's a completely different version of that song.
Yeah.
So I've decided that with the music video, the direction that I'm going is I'm taking something from the music video that everybody remembers probably at the very beginning of the fucking video. And I am going to kind of create the whole story of where that thing all started because there is an item at the beginning of that music video that caused everything to go astray in the music video. Yeah. Now you're going to find out what the history of that vehicle.
The origin.
Oh shit, I just said it. Okay, it's the fucking red combi van. It's the red combi van that's in the music video, okay? So I'm going to be taking that. We're going to find the history of this thing and what actually led up to that point for that thing to break down before and cause everything in the music video of the original.
See how he's pitching himself to you right now with how deep he goes
Shameless promotion. I love it.
I'm thinking like George Lucas, like he's like, hey, Star Wars is cool and whatnot, but let's go back. Look at it's right on his shirt, right? I mean, let's go do it all again, man. Why not?
Let's
Just explain it a little bit more.
No,
all right,
yeah, man.
William, thank you so much, man. Have a wonderful evening. Take care, and we will be watching the Lions alongside you.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Go
bro.
Lions, baby.
Go Lions.
yeah.
All right. Have a good night, man.
See you, fellas.
All right, there
Dude,
we
that was
go.
a fun interview.
That was a great
And
interview,
I'm so
man.
glad they're moving forward in their careers, and it's just got me thinking. Like, there was a show you used to watch all the time, Walking Dead. Imagine how many artists got introduced on that show.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
songs on
yeah,
that
dude.
show
That
and shit.
yes. How many songs?
Think
I mean,
about
there
that
was
whole market.
there was
dude.
I mean, there was all kinds of different shit that I've watched in the years. That there's songs that you just I mean, that you're like,
that
man, what is
market.
this shit, man? This is cool. This is cool.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
oh, they're like a lot of the times they're like cover songs, but they're doing them differently.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
like
and you don't
one-
realize it's
one
like it's like
person
a way
singing or
slower
something.
version
Yeah,
of it. Yeah. And
All
that's kind
kinds
of
shit like that.
that's kind of the way that this this one. Let me see. Check our audio.
Sounds good. It came out great. I don't know how it happened.
That's
we worked hard
awesome.
and we got it done. Are we playing some stuff? Are we playing?
No, we're not
going-
playing any more music actually
Oh,
because
we
I
don't
can't
get to
play the
listen-
new music.
Yeah,
I can't.
They
We can't play
listen
any
to
of
it.
that,
Turn that
man.
down because you're killing me.
Oh man, it's like.
Yeah, that's too bad. We were out there listening to it. I got to hear the new stuff.
Yeah, the new stuff is great. I can't wait until the entire recording is all finalized and put together. That is going to be very, very cool for I mean, obviously everybody over in that area of the. But I mean, what am I talking about? It's not going to be in that area. He's talking about getting on movies, dude. We're going to be seeing that
Who
stuff.
knows? Who
You know,
knows?
possibly
Who
getting that
knows?
stuff on Netflix, possibly
Maybe
World
on a
Cup type.
fucking World
You
Cup.
know, I mean, dude, that'd be. I don't know. It'd be cool if we start seeing some of those things on the television or on some of these sporting events or even whatever. And we just talked to one of the guys who produced that. Wow, that's cool. We didn't get
Well,
anything other than
absolutely,
that.
it's cool. I mean, I think that I like that he was excited about, working with Andy and finding out that he can do something. He's the style of artist that wants to write something
Right.
as if this is going to be awesome live. I'm writing this because I want to play it. I want to perform it in front of people. And to make that translate in the studio, to have a good enough producer to be able to say, okay, I know the spirit you're working with there. I know the hypeness you're working with there. This is how that's done and recreated in the studio.
Right.
That's how that feeling can translate in the studio area now.
Yeah.
And to be able to make it work. So when it is time to go perform that live, boom, all that gets to come out.
That shit's just gonna be
and
fucking
it's gonna
gold.
fit so naturally.
Well, and it's tight, I mean, then you got to memory. Everything is just fucking tight as a fucking bun at that point, you know.
It's great, man.
Yeah.
We're
No,
happy
thank
for
you.
guys. It's gonna
Definitely.
go-
Thank
it's
you
gonna happen.
Thank you for chatting with us here tonight, William and William Patrick and the Smoke, coming out of Bay City area, Bay City, the
Tri-County area there.
somewhere over
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
bud.
areas.
Talking about the Lions, he wants the Lions to go.
Lions, yep, go
Goff.
Lions, and I think it's time for us to wrap up the
We
broadcast.
do have a lot of technical work to do here. If you guys could see right now how we have shit set up, we've got.
But wait a minute now, it wasn't even coming through that one. That's the
Look,
weird
we've
part.
got microphones set up in front of speakers and everything to make this work tonight,
Okay, so
guys.
and
We
not only
gotta
that,
sit here and
dude.
work for a
Here's the
bit.
worst part, Dan. If you look at our video right now, I mean, while we were before this broadcast, I was fucking with this thing forever because the video kept chopping the entire time. Like, look at how fucking smooth everything has been. There hasn't been a goddamn single choppiness, anything at all the entire time.
But everything's running the wrong way now.
Yeah, all the audio's fucked
We
up.
need to find out what happened there.
I don't know what
We
happened.
have to get to the bottom of this shit, Nate. We can't keep freaking around every week, and then right minutes before we're supposed to go on, the whole thing crashes.
I
And then we
know.
have to work from a different format, and we have to get it. We only got 20 minutes to get something put together to run off.
I need like time to sit here for like a
We
day,
got lucky tonight,
like
and it worked.
yeah,
But
we got lucky as fuck.
that's all
Right.
it is luck. We have to fix whatever problems we have since we've moved over to this new area.
Right, we have to get the audio squared away, get the buttons pushed that need to be plugged in, and all that. Get the buttons pushed that need to be plugged in.
Yeah, brother.
All right, we're gonna crap things up here. We want to say thank you again to William and also Andy Reid out there for you guys looking for any audio needs, I guess, over in that area, man. Go and check it out, man.
Hey, we got
Reid
any
Recording Company.
Michelangelo stuff that we're going to be playing anytime soon? I
Um,
think he's been sending them some stuff to us. And
Has he
need to-
really?
We need to get on it and play it.
wait a minute, he sent me something.
Yeah, he sent me stuff. Something about him was talking to his dog. His
Wait a
dog can
minute.
rap.
Was that wasn't the
His
porn one,
dog
was
can
it?
out-rap him.
It wasn't the weird porn one, was it?
I don't think so.
Hold on, let me
I
see.
think it was his dog was rapping to him and like out-rapped him. No, it's something on a message he sent. It's not out on his.
Oh, it was. Wait a minute. Our group message, our group chat.
No,
Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe.
Dan and Mark. Wait, hold on. Mike and Dan. Hold on. Let me check. Oh my God, I found it.
Did you?
When I came
Hold on.
across the
This is
dancing
an
magic.
excellent closer, dude. But wait a minute. Look at what it says right on the front of it, dude. We can't
Oh crap!
I can't just throw that shit out there.
Oh, that's real. That's a strike.
Why does he do that every time?
Okay, go. How? When does it end?
Hold on. Does it say it anymore? Why can't he just like?
I don't think he says it. It just.
I know. It just says it on the screen. Like.
We'll start it.
When I came across the dancing magical wishing frog, I thought that my prayers had been answered. And then I made the first mistake, which was I wished for my dog Coda to know how to talk. That was a bad thing. He quickly began drinking, and he seems to think that he's my stepdad. His favorite thing to do is to get drunk and abusive with me, verbally. And his favorite thing to say is,
"You're lucky I'm not big enough to beat the shit out of you, or I'd be doing it right now."
He keeps breaking into my vodka. I caught him doing it. He said, "What the fuck are you going to do about it?" I thought we were going to be best friends, and we used to be. First conversation we ever had went like this.
Listen, man,
Hey, Coda, now that you can talk, when it's time to start barking, you're probably not going to bark as much. What are you going to do?
But it's got to be able to be lined up as well.
No,
properly.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
It's like, can you just cut off the top of that somehow?
I'm going.
Everybody that's watching doesn't
such
have no
a
idea
weird
that what we're doing
fucking
right now.
extent of to finish this. I don't even know why.
Why did we last minute this like this? Bear with us for a second here, guys.
Oh
I hope
my
this doesn't
God.
take away from the awesome interview that we just had.
No, everybody loved it.
Well, they're gonna be like, "What the frick is this?"
When I came across the dancing magical wishing frog, I thought that my prayers had been answered. And then I made the first mistake, which was I wished for my dog Coda to know how to talk. That was a bad thing. He quickly began drinking, and he seems to think that he's my stepdad. His favorite thing to do is to get drunk and abusive with me, verbally. And his favorite thing to say is,
"You're lucky I'm not big enough to beat the shit out of you, or I'd be doing it right now."
He keeps breaking into my vodka. I caught him doing it. He said, "What the fuck are you going to do about it?" I thought we were going to be best friends, and we used to be. First conversation we ever had went like this.
Hey, Coda, now that you can talk, when it's time to start barking, you're probably not going to bark as much. What are you going to do, or what are you going to say? You're going to...
You know what? Fuck you, Mike. All you do, bitch, bitch, bitch.
Whoa, Jesus Christ, Coda. No, I wasn't trying to start a fight with you. I was just, food for thought.
How about some fucking food for thought? You got a problem with the way that I barked? And get up off your lazy ass and do that fucking shit yourself.
Coda, I do a
I'd like
hell of a
to
lot
think
more
that
than
you
you.
yourself can back me up and bark a little bit, maybe here or there, but I'm starting to
The
maybe
fuck are you
think
talking
if
about,
I
Coda?
didn't
You
know
drunk?
any better
You get my
after all the
vodka
years
again.
I've been here,
Fuck
I'd
yeah,
say
you
you
did.
yourself didn't even know how to
It's
bark.
not my fucking job to bark, Coda. I'm not the dog of the house. I'm the man of the house. It's not my fucking job
It's not
to
my
bark.
job to sleep with your mom and shit on the floor, but I'd take initiative, because unlike you, I'm not a lazy piece of shit.
Whoa, that's what I'm fucking calling for,
How
Coda.
fucking worthless are you? For the most part, you mope around like a eunuch in a whorehouse, but don't do anything
I do
else.
a hell of a lot
To help
more than
anything
you,
out in the
Coda.
house, you sit around and make cheap animations for your stupid rap songs.
You think my
But yet
rap
you won't
songs are
turn around and
stupid?
back me up and bark with me a couple times to help me with protecting the
I
household.
could bark. I doubt you could ever rap.
If I can rap, you can
You
bark.
can't rap, Coda. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up.
I can rap.
Oh, fuck
I
off.
can rap. I'm a better rapper than you are,
Oh,
but I doubt you
shit.
can bark. I'll
Okay.
fucking prove it right now.
Alright then.
Give me a
All
fucking
right.
beat.
Mike is nothing but a freakily, peedy, peepily, squeezling, hokey pokily, coddly, shoodling, hoop for tooty, queefing, beefy, pewy, peery, newy, streaky, rookaling, patchooky, poopy, tooty, stoop producing, Judy Lou abusing, Rudy poopa, tooty bruising. Soupy Susan Cooper soothing, super kooky hula hooping, shoopy scoopy tooty shooting, hooply hoop for poopy shoopy duty juicing Judy Thooper, Houston Cooper Drew, Rookaloo Pachuki poopy tooty stew all over you.